Whether you're in a less favorable position, tagged up and out of ammo, or dealing with multiple opponents at the same time, improving your movement will help you shift the power dynamic to give you the upper hand and string together multiple kills at once. So today I'm giving you 3 tips to juke your opponents and put them on skates. You know what to do, so let's hop right in with tip number 1. Fake a reposition. Faking a reposition can play out in a few different ways. The first and the most obvious is to act as though you're going around one side of cover with the intention of going the opposite, or making it seem like you're falling back, but then re-challenging straight away to catch them sprinting at you. Another way you can use misdirection is purposely making noise, be it firing your gun, kicking doors and windows open, or throwing tacticals and lethals in order to avert your opponent's attention to one direction and then either flanking or escaping through another. Sometimes you can even show yourself for a moment and make it seem as though you're going to engage with them and then slip away. While they're sitting there waiting for you to push from that direction, effectively having a gunfight with a phantom, you can either engage them from a different direction or slip away and achieve your strategic objective. But the last method is one that might take some time to train yourself to do. If you're sprinting somewhere on the map and you see an opponent and you know they've seen you or they're following you, don't stop or react as most players do, just keep running in the direction you're already running and then act as if you hadn't seen them. At which point, once you're behind cover, you can either reposition and flank them, or you can just turn on them and take the gunfight. It's a great way to throw your opponents off if they think they have the jump on you, but by not reacting once you see them, you give them that sense of safety, at which point you strike. Moving on to tip number 2 is always be moving. Anytime you need to stay within a specific area on the map, such as holding an objective, guarding a planted bomb, or cutting off enemy players, try to stay on the move and continue switching positions. Specifically if an opponent sees you or you get a kill in that area. That's because they'll either communicate your position to their team, or when they respawn and return, they'll be looking for you. This is also important when you're defending or capturing an objective. Continue moving in and around it, especially if you're being pushed by multiple enemies and you're alone. The worst thing you can do in most situations is just to sit in a corner holding an angle. If you're alone on an objective, get off until you have help or until an enemy player steps on it and then eliminate them. The point is to be elusive and hard to locate on the map. Professional players like Shotzi switch entire lanes after every kill, and it's extremely effective in disorienting your opponent and forcing them to play more guarded because you could be anywhere. Moving on to tip number 3, fake your kill cam. Anytime you get a kill and you know the other team is communicating, like in most ranked play games, after you get a kill, run in a random direction for the duration of the kill cam, then turn and run the other direction or double back. You're doing this because after you get the kill, your opponent can see where you're going next on the kill cam, and most players use it to communicate to their team what your next position might be. This is great to use in respawn modes, but I can't tell you how many times it's likely saved my life in search and destroy. Check out this video for some tips on mastering the use of windows, doors, and planks to gain the upper hand, but that does it for today's video. I'll see you tomorrow on day 21 of 30 of posting every day. You know what to do. My name is Drew, this was Sablehound, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, I want to be famous.